Hello, I'm Wasp and welcome back to Planet Coaster. To get started, let's have a look over what I did last time, along with a little sneak peek of what I'm going to start with this time. So here's the Aeronauts ride and the queue building for it. I'm quite happy with how this turned out. You'll even notice on the roof I've got some air conditioning units just to make it look a bit more real. And this is this is what I'm about to do. Quite a simple building. It's not quite as good, but I think it fills a gap. So the inspiration was a flats building, I think, maybe an office building with a massive wall of glass. So to replicate this massive wall of glass, I created it using a massive wall of glass. Unfortunately, I think this, combined with the sort of staff door which I end up using, as I can't find anything better to fit, just stops it looking like the same age as the cinema and makes it look a bit more modern. But I guess we don't have much in the way of pieces, so it's all experimentation for now. The coving I did struggle with. Since this, I've actually found you can copy multiple sections of a building, so multiple pieces of coving, and replicate this. So I could have done without a lot of this pain. In fact, I could just call the start of this video Wasp's annoyance with placing coving. It's a bit ridiculous, to the degree where I have to lift this building up to place the lower coving because I'm really struggling with it. I do here a little trick. Well, I guess it's not really a trick. I use a crossbar so that I can ensure I get the same height on both sections, because it would have been very annoying if these pillars were at different heights. I think they do a good job of sort of masking a bit of the modern look of these window walls. It's not perfect, but it does look better than it did before they were there. The purpose in mind I had for this building was to act a bit like a wall or a block for some ride behind it. Not to act like the queue building, but to give a bit more space for what's coming up. And I am quite happy with how I do this, but you have to wait till the next video for that. It was all part of the same streaming session, but I've cut it into two. This one I sped up a bit faster because it's not the most exciting of builds and it's mostly just me struggling, but the next one I am very happy with how it turns out. You'll get to see that soon, along with copious amounts of lighting and also the offending troubles I had with the arranging of objects and the accidental deletion of lights. Here I'm just using a mantle or a plinth just to give a little bit more definition to that middle section. Currently just trying to find some nice detailing to add, a little flourish to it. I really liked the decal, maybe, I don't know, the coving underneath the modern sort of balcony bit, but unfortunately for this building there was nowhere I could bury the railings for it, so I couldn't use it. Maybe in the future though. Now I'm starting what turns into my favourite building from this. Its inspiration came from what looked like sort of a corporate head office perhaps. It's a lot more brickwork than anything else, so it doesn't quite fit, but in the end, as you'll see in the next video, I use this to, well, I think I use this to very good effect. The shape of it is unfortunately quite similar to the Art Deco cinema, so I can't find anywhere where I'm really happy with where it goes, but overall I'm very happy with the end result on this, so you guys should let me know what you think as well. Unless you hate it, then don't tell me because I'll get upset. Again, this turned into a bit of a fight with the camera to get it to go where I want. I had to cut out quite a lot of offending footage where I move a camera in to go somewhere I want and it just flips me to the other end of the map, and when it does happen it is very annoying. But we are in alpha, so hopefully this is something that can get fixed. But if you do notice that the footage is a bit choppy, that's one of the reasons. Sometimes I just cut bits out because it was stuff that I didn't end up using, or it was just me not moving while I talk to people on Twitch. I also figured the shorter playtime wouldn't be a bad thing. So in here I thought, more shops, what else could I need? Didn't have the disaster of the hat shop where they all disappeared this time, so the shops are still there now to this day, at least to the best of my knowledge. I've not noticed any disappearing stalls again, so I'm guessing it was just a mistake on my behalf. and going off on a tangent, how have you guys been today? I've had an interesting day. Just been looking at another property to rent, or multiple properties to rent, but it's proving to be just as prohibitively expensive as buying a house. There were some interesting costs. So obviously you've got all the costs of rent, then you've got admin fees, and then the rent for the existing property. My favourite was what was it, inventory for £120 on a property that's empty. £120 to get a list which says nothing. If I was going to get a dream job, it would be producing lists with nothing on and getting paid £120 a go. It is perfect. But yeah, that was my whinge for the day. This part of the building is my least favourite. I really don't like how the top of the tower looks. Don't think it fits. I'm not sure if I've gone back to it and changed it around now, and I think I've removed those pillars which don't fit as well, but we'll see that later. Since doing this, I've been watching a few videos and I've seen how some other people have done their pathways, and after spending ages struggling with my path, I think I'm going to go back and possibly move everything and rearrange it. Not sure if that's going to be possible though. Now I'm starting work on the final building of this video. So this is based on a Miami Art Deco townhouse, sort of the famous one of those, or a famous one of those. I think you can guess from the look of it, this really isn't going to fit in with the cinema or the, I don't know what to call it, the drinks and toilet shop. But I really like how it does look in the end, and I'd do a second pass on this and it does look a lot better than how it does here. Well, I'm going to have to wrap things up now. Unfortunately, there is no cinematic footage for the end of this because, again, the Twitch feed is what I'm working from, and it was really choppy because I think everyone was on Netflix and YouTube. So, thank you for watching, and I'll let you see what it looks like after the next video. So, goodbye. Thank you for watching.